This podcast was originally live-streamed on the NonSequitur show on YouTube. New episodes air weekdays, Monday through Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/NonSequitur show. Make sure you never miss a live stream by visiting www.nonsecshow.com/schedule. For the latest news, polls and updates throughout the day, follow us on Twitter at NonSecShow or Facebook.com/NonSecShow. That's NonSeq show. If you'd like to get exclusive content, bi-weekly private hangouts with Kyle and Steve, backstage access to chat with guests after shows hosted on your channel and much more, become a Patreon saint of NonSequitur. It ensures we continue to improve our show and brings you into the process at the same time. Visit patreon.com/NonSequitur today while the limited spots are still available.
The following podcast is intended for those who believe bold ideas are righteous, unique perspectives are gospel, and strong opinions are sacred. This is Non-Sequitur. Never follow. And now, here are your hosts, Kyle Curtis and Steve McRae.
Well, it's a good thing I could be ready on a dime. There was no earbud warning that time. Dave, what are you trying to do to us? I did not. But here we are, nonetheless. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Non-Sequitur. If you watched last night, it was epic. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to go back and watch the events that unfolded with our incel friends. The first two-thirds of the show were actually pretty calm, and it was a good conversation. But after that, it dissolved very quickly. What did you think, Steve?
I wouldn't even say it dissolved. It was like a slow, epic crescendo, and then all of a sudden it just went, and then went kind of. But I mean, it was definitely interesting, and I think that actually a lot of people were making points. But I got to tell you, the best part was just watching Shannon go ballistic. I really thoroughly enjoyed that for some reason.
Yep. She was shaking.
And,
she was pissed, and she had every right to be.
That voice that you hear, by the way, is we go ahead and bring Katie Paulson back on. This will be, I think this is your fourth appearance in 2 weeks. I think you have a record.
I know.
Welcome back.
Hi, guys.
We're going to update you guys on one of our favorite guests that we've done several episodes now on. Our favorite cabbage juice, salt-flavored Death Peddler Jilly Juice made the news again today. So we felt it was only appropriate to bring Katie on to let us know what was going on. So, Katie, what is happening with Crazy Jilly?
So Crazy Jilly has been going a little bit nuts over the last few days and weeks, if you've noticed, on her Facebook, trying to get people to substantiate her claims that people can regrow limbs, cure cancer, reverse Down syndrome, all of that stuff. There was an ongoing investigation. Cure the gay, correct. And she was actively looking for people to share their testimonies that these products that her protocol was doing what she said it was going to do. All of that was in what most of us estimate was like a scramble for her to be able to prove to the Ohio Attorney General and the Ohio Attorney General and the FTC that she wasn't making unsubstantiated claims. So today, Jillian received a letter via FedEx and took to her favorite social media platform, Facebook, where she has 6,000 followers. I think 999 are probably trolls, to tell us that the FTC had dropped off a letter. And in the letter, the FTC notified her that she must retract all of her claims, statements, and misleading advertising regarding her protocol.
Boom.
She cannot, boom, right? She cannot say her products cure anything. She cannot say her products reverse anything. She cannot even say there's a possibility that her product will do this. She has to completely scrub her website. She has to remove her first book. She has to remove any of her like papers that have like the scientific data behind them. And so she actually thought this was a win, right? Which was the most disturbing part of this is in her video, she's going, yes, right?
Because
so in her video, right? No. So she was saying the government is helping her because her website contained so much free information, right? And so because of that, no one was having to buy her book. So because the FTC, she still thinks she can.
Oh,
that's the
Please
funny
let
part.
her do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a quick. Do you think she's gonna buy money in this? Because I don't see that happening. She's a nutter, so she's not gonna care about this. She'll find a way to try to circumvent it, and she's gonna get. What happens if she does? What are the liabilities that she's incurring?
Well, here's the deal: because this like was sort of breaking right around dinner time, and I had some of your amazing Discord followers letting me know about what was going on. I was writing an article and doing some research and spent some time on the FTC's Truth in Advertising page. And it's pretty steep if she doesn't comply, like ridiculously steep.
Sweet.
If she doesn't yes. So if she doesn't comply and remove all of these claims from any media that promotes or advertises her product, or I guess she says I'm not selling anything, but she is. So she said that they have to, if she doesn't comply by a certain date, and this is the problem, is she didn't specify in the video what date they had given her to comply. But if she doesn't comply by that date, they will send her a cease and desist letter. And once a cease and desist letter is ordered by the FTC, every single day that she's in violation is a fine of over $41,000 per day.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Why now?
That's got to be public record, I would think, that you'd be able to check that out. What the time frame they're giving her.
So I tried to check the FTC website, and I think because it was issued today, it hadn't been uploaded yet. Because they do have all of their letters, like similar letters have been issued to companies like doTERRA and Young Living when they claimed that essential oils could cure Ebola. So the other thing that can happen too is in addition to the fines, she'll also be required to pay back anyone that she made these claims to that purchased her product, which is her books, as well as individuals that paid to use her website. And in addition to all of that as well, if she still doesn't comply after that, the FTC will force her to create all new media, which basically says that her claims were false. She'll have to notify every single person that tried the protocol that it was false and she misled them.
So if she were to pay back the money that everybody paid to buy her book, that means she's going to have to, I just did the math, she's going to have to wind up giving a total of $3.99 to cover damages.
But why is this happening to her now? I mean, she's been doing this for a long time. She was on Dr. Phil. Jeff Holiday went after her. Why does he have to see all of a sudden take a notice now?
So here's the thing: is Jeff Holiday's appearance on Dr. Phil is what precipitated this whole investigation. So following the Dr. Phil episode, numerous people made complaints to the FTC and the Ohio Attorney General. There's been a coordinated effort on Facebook with an organized group of individuals that are working together to get her shut down. They make calls to the Ohio Attorney General, to the FTC. They contact local media. I mean, these people are ridiculously organized and determined to stop her. And thanks to their efforts following that appearance on Dr. Phil, the FTC and the Ohio Attorney General started an investigation in May they sent her a letter in May and gave her until, I think it was sometime in August, to respond, or maybe it was June, but she got an extension. And I think she provided everything to them by August. And then they just responded today.
Awesome.
Wow. Well,
and I forgot to say that
coming on. Sure.
I forgot to say too that any of the individuals too, in addition to anything that the government does, they can also file class action lawsuits against her.
Which they probably
that's
will.
coming. Like, absolutely, that's coming. I might actually file one just for the hell of it.
Why not? They don't actually check if you actually drank the shit or not. You just got to sign your name to the class action.
I mean, she did affect my mental health for quite a few days. Still actually.
Yeah.
But
it's a victory.
Nonetheless,
this
Katie,
is a victory. Good job.
Thank you so much for coming on and catching us up, guys. If you have not already, or if you haven't followed her on Twitter, make sure you do that. It's at WOA Crystal Ball. I think I got that right.
Yeah, and I'll post. I'll join the chat. I'll join the chat and post a link to the article with the information too.
And her articles appear on Pathos at Without a Crystal Ball. I can't talk tonight, and they're fantastic. So, thank you very much for what you do and for coming on here and letting us know what that crazy cabbage lady's doing.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Have a good night, guys.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye, Katie.
Bye.
Okay, now we are going to bring on. I'm under a lot of pressure, as people know. I cannot say standard names correctly half the time, but I'm going to give this one a shot and hope that I get it. Arael.
Kyle.
That's good, perfect. Right? He did it right. Yeah. Arael. Arael. Yeah.
And it's
I'm the one that have a hard time saying it.
What's that, Kyle?
Avinu? Is it?
Yeah, Arael
Avinu.
Avinu. Yeah. Avinu.
Where is this from?
So Arael Avinu is a Hebrew derivative. It spells out a lovely sentence, which is connected to religion. And maybe we'll talk about that sometime.
I think this might be the time. I'm enthralled with the voice. The voice to me is just like.
Yeah, I'm digging the tie and vest over there, but since we just bought these T-shirts, this is what you're going to see me in for a while. That's
okay, man. Rock it. Own it. I had to dress up for you. I saw the pictures on the website, and I was like, oh well, I have to match the.
I'm feeling so uncomfortable right now. You guys need a room.
Anyway, okay. Welcome. We're not gonna let Steve make it awkward. But welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
That's already happened.
It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. I first learned about you because I have I guess a kind of a really close tie to Aaron, and that is I was a young Earth creationist for 25 years. I deconverted from that when I was 25, and part of the reason that happened is because I watched Aaron's videos. I caught a glimpse of one at a youth group one night, and so that was the first time I was exposed to him, and then I just kept watching it, and eventually he was one of the people that kind of broke through that barrier. And so I saw that you did a documentary on Aaron, which was amazing. So I want to kind of dive into that a little bit too, but go ahead and introduce yourself, tell people who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
I'm Arael Avinu, the founder of Fully Deconverted, an original content and discussion-based platform dedicated to the disenfranchisement of dogma. And what that essentially means is there's no authority on truth except for truth itself. And that truth is what we're able to discover in the environment around us using methods to give us that empirical data. I started it because I was a Christian trying to have a conversation in a religious community that rejected it. And I was a biblical and theological student also, which added to the frustration. I deconverted a little less than 1 year ago, and here I am now.
Excellent.